This is another day in the life of a nomad. Clover woke me up for her morning walk. This is a bit unusual because typically I'm the one waking her up, but the weather overnight was a lot nicer, and so I slept like a rock last night. But I did get up and I made some tea, and we set out for town. The interstate was a bit backed up this morning. My first stop today was at Natural Grocers. I'm gonna be leaving soon for the next city, and so I wanted to stock up on a few of my favorite items. Sometimes when I'm traveling, these are just items that are not too easy to find. First up is just my favorite ramen, which is black rice noodles and white miso soup. Next up is the turmeric seasoning blend that I use on everything. At the rate that I use this stuff, I should probably have picked up 3 or 4 of them, but I just grabbed one. Next up is Clover's multivitamin powder, and then I didn't film it, but I went ahead and grabbed some more tea as well. After Natural Grocers, I stopped into Coffee Rush. Today I got a blueberry latte, and then I got started with my deliveries to make some money. Overall, today went pretty smooth. The weather was nicer, so I really wanted to go for a hike, and so I cut the deliveries short, which means I didn't reach my goal for the day. So far for the week, I'm at $419.40, plus I have $42 in cash tips, so that means I'm at $461.40 for the week. So I still have $538 to go before Sunday if I want to reach my $1,000 goal. So that means my goal for the next 3 days is to get $179 each day. After deliveries, I made lunch. I just warmed up a tortilla with my jackery and I loaded it with some mozzarella, basil, and tomato. This turned out so good. The outside of the tortilla got nice and crispy and the inside had the melty cheese. Of course, Clover closely supervised the process. After lunch, we went out for a walk at Papago Park. It's located by the zoo and has a really big community fishing spot. Since it's been so rainy out, it was nice to just kind of walk around by the water and soak up the sunshine. Of course, there ended up being a geocache nearby, so we went to go look for it. I've gotten a lot of questions on what geocaching is. It's basically a GPS treasure hunt game. People will hide caches throughout the world, and you use coordinates to go look for it. Caches are just another word for container. The size of the cache varies. It can be as small as a fingernail or as big as a boat. The one that I'm looking for today is about the size of a water bottle. After looking around for a minute, I ended up finding it pretty easily in one of these bushes. Once you find your cache, you will go ahead and grab it, open it up, and look for the logbook. This cache is an example of one done really well, in my opinion. The container is really durable and watertight, and everything inside was in a plastic baggie. This one also had some actual treasures inside of it, including a sticker and some toys. Clover, of course, always does a really good job of supervising with these types of things. I didn't bring anything with me to trade today, so I just left everything in the bag, and really what I was after was the logbook to sign. This ended up being the 300th geocache that I've found since I started geocaching, so that was a cool milestone to reach today. After we put that back in its hiding spot, we made our way back to the Jeep, and then I drove to find my sleep spot for the night. There was an accident, so I was stuck on the interstate for about 2 hours, but it was a really pretty night. And that's it. Once we got there, I read a few pages of my book, and then we went to bed. Tune in tomorrow for a tour of my Jeep. Thanks for following along.